I stiff them down, get off of me. I'm trucking them. Champion, we want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in,
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man, the zone I'm trying to get in, open the play with the book of the champion, get flipped if you trying to get in, I got the front defense, they got the end, going for long on first and the 10, gotta go hard, we gotta get all, no loss or excuses cause we gotta win, they say they sleep, must not be a fan.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. All right, let's go get it now, all right? 77.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And they set up the screen to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now out come the Steelers, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
50.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Hey, while we got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously, the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson can power them that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks, undrafted out of Texas, running the ball well for Oakland. And if John Kelly can step in and give him some good play in Los Angeles, they've got great insurance for Todd Gurley, of course, as their lead back.
A lot of good ones. Of course, the class would have been even better had Darius Geis not gone down with that ACL injury. Tough break for Washington.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Just beating the play clock is gone. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 46 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On the left side, it's McDonald. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Take 2 of them.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So our Madden cover guy, Antonio Brown, with a catch. He turned 30 back in July. He's been nagged a little bit by a quad injury, but they think he'll be perfectly fine by game 1.
Yeah, they're not worried about him at all. He understands his body very well. They'll bring him along slowly because the production has been off the charts throughout his career. I just love the way he shows up at camp every year. 2 years ago, comes in a Rolls Royce. How about this year? Helicopter. Cannot wait to see 2019 private jet. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Can he navigate a boat through the 3 rivers? I don't know. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Got his hand complete over the middle. That's Brown. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Roethlisberger now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked the best.
And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's pulled in at the 32.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. On first down, it's gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Well, right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and, of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, the top 5. It's good to have David Johnson back, Le'Veon Bell, of course, Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take #1 in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top 2 picks. Johnson missed all of last season with a wrist injury, and with potentially a rookie quarterback there and a little bit of a rebuild, he may get more work than he can possibly handle. Todd Gurley was a beast for L.A. last year, running it and catching it. But how about a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley with the Giants? I think he'll get a ton of touches. And Alvin Kamara, he showed what he could do last year, both running it and catching it. And don't forget, returning it as well.
Takes 2 of them. Snickers, you got to spin. Set. Blue 30.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
But no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017.
4 down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. On 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Try to get it to Woods, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hurry up, let's go! Whoa! Double, double. Double bump.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 63 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short. as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Go, Salah! Like 20!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra. Thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room, and then you